For centuries in Negros Occidental, the sun has been rising and setting upon fields of sugarcane. From this land, molasses flow like river to the rest of the Philippines. But as you'll soon discover, there is more to Negros Occidental than just sugar. Only 1 hour from Manila by air, Negros Occidental is the northwestern half of Negros Island in the western Visayas region. Visitors get their first glimpse of the province in Silay City, home of the new domestic airport and the best place to begin our journey. 30 minutes north of the capital Bacolod City, Silay enjoys the privilege of being the artistic and cultural hub of the region. More than 2,000 architectural gems dating back to the late 1800s and the pre-war era stand as mute testament to the city's glorious past. You won't find Sagay on the itinerary of most tourists visiting Negros. It's unfortunate because this has a small town atmosphere and a big heart, especially when it comes to marine conservation. 32,000 hectares of its territorial waters are designated as protected area. Part of the marine reserve is the Carbin Reef, a 20-minute boat ride from Old Sagay Port. The reef is also known for its huge sandbar, a glistening oasis of nothing but sand, bamboo huts, and a rescue tower. You can kick back and laze the day away, or hire one of the members of Buhay Dagat Snorkeling Guide of Sagay Association for an unforgettable snorkeling experience. Here in the capital, the Ilonggo's fondness for seafood leads them to this famous local haunt. At Pala Pala, customers choose from a wide selection of freshly caught produce before they're brought to the kitchen and cooked the way patrons want them. If you're tired of dining on anything with fins and shells, then it's time to head over to Bob's, a hometown favorite that serves lip-smacking comfort food Ilonggo style. Best chased down with a refreshing glass of Bob's very own fruit punch, a delightful concoction of the freshest tropical picks of the season. Time to burn off those calories at one of the leading fairways in the region, the Negros Occidental Golf and Country Club. Enjoy the view of rolling hills and the cool mountain winds as you swing your way through the 18-hole course, tucked in the northern edge of Bacolod. But if golf is not your thing, you might consider taking a walk on the wild side and meet new friends along the way, such as this fellow. The Visayan leopard cat and 15 other species live here in the Negros Forests and Ecological Foundation. Before leaving Bacolod, indulge in some retail therapy at a place that brings together the island's finest products. In the showroom run by the Association of Negros Producers, or ANP, you'll find everything from handicrafts, jewelry, bags, and clothes to home accessories and furniture. The non-profit organization was born out of the 1980s sugar crisis, which had crippled a province that relied on a monocrop industry. Since then, ANP has been harnessing the entrepreneurial spirit in small to medium-scale companies. A third of its members now export to the United States and Europe. If you're staying at Talisay, why not spend the night somewhere out of the ordinary, like this mud house? From the outside, it's an unremarkable shack, but inside, it's an intimate cocoon of flowing curves and whimsy. The rustic abode is the latest addition to Nature's Village Resort, where guests can also check into spacious and elegantly appointed rooms. A winner of the prestigious ASEAN Green Hotel Award in 2010, the resort is big on conservation and recycling. The owner is also an advocate of agri-tourism and organic food. Guests dine on herbs and vegetables that are grown organically on the 3-hectare property, which also includes swimming pools, a picnic area, and a campsite. "32 kilometers from Bacolod, raging waters tumble over rocky cliffs, creating 7 waterfalls that lure hikers up an increasingly treacherous path. This is why many come to the neighboring town of Murcia. The popular Mambucal Resort is Negros Occidental's largest playground for nature lovers and adventurers. Hang on tight as you traverse a series of hanging bridges high up on the lush forest canopy. Conquer your fears as you scale up a wall and fly down a zip line. If you prefer something more sedate, take a leisurely ride on the lagoon. Then soothe those sore muscles with a soothing therapeutic dip in the sulfur pool. This and many more make Mambucal an ideal getaway for family and friends. The all-inclusive resort also offers several types of accommodation to fit different budgets. Deep in the northern hinterlands, mountains towering over the town of Don Salvador Benedicto. Don Salvador Benedicto lies on the eastern border of Murcia. High altitude and vast hectares of public forests, covering almost 70% of the total land, have endowed the town with a cool climate, flowers of different hues and towering pine trees, and consequently the title of summer capital of Negros Occidental. The youngest town in the province, its biggest tourist draw, is the Malatan Og Falls. The 120-foot-tall attraction has been dubbed as Cigarette Falls for the narrow column of water it generates. First stop is Kawayan's Lanyugan Island, a marine reserve and wildlife sanctuary. Its forest, mangrove areas, and lagoons are home to hundreds of species, including the black-tipped sharks. The entire island, as well as this colony of fruit bats, is under the stewardship of the Philippine Reef and Rainforest Conservation Foundation. To protect the delicate eco-balance, the number of visitors per day is limited. The island also serves as an open classroom for young kids to learn more about the environment and the importance of conservation. Back in the mainland, a different kind of sanctuary awaits, where nature and luxury combine to create an ideal retreat. Punta Bulata Resort and Spa is the destination of choice for visitors to Kawayan. Rooms are furnished with modern amenities and tastefully decorated with local art. From a pool overlooking Sulu Sea to a restaurant serving savory native cuisine, the entire place was designed to help guests restore their sense of well-being. The city of Sipalay has its own brand of tropical paradise, and it's called Nataasan Beach Resort and Dive Center. Nestled on the pristine Punta Bayo Beach, intimate bamboo bungalows awashed in rich earthy tones exude a rustic appeal, without sacrificing the comforts of modern living. Near the pool, a restaurant with a full-service bar lets you take your fill, while drinking in the view. Dine al fresco, and settle in for an easy day at the veranda, or hop on a motorboat to Campo Manes Bay. The 10-minute ride takes you to limestone cliffs, soaring over waters that hide a treasure trove of corals and sunken World War II ships. For accommodations in downtown Sipalay, check into Sipalay Suites, a convenient and comfortable alternative for budget travelers. Your final stop is the southernmost town of Hinobaan. Once a coastal jungle that deterred Spanish invasion, it is now home to a string of resorts with names like Brazzaville and Happy Valley. As the sun sets, it dawns on you that while your journey has come to an end, it is hardly a goodbye. When wanderlust calls, you know you'll come back to Negros Occidental, where life is sweet in more ways than one.